What's poppin', G?
What's good?
Nothing, man.
How you guys doing out there in?
Trying to adjust myself in my seat.
I don't know if it's even TV land anymore.
Do
Do you ever feel uncomfortable like somebody's watching you naked on the toilet right now?
No, never.
No. Or maybe like somebody's like checking you out while they're having bad sex?
No.
No?
No.
Or maybe somebody's checking you out before they murder somebody?
I hope not.
I don't have those feelings either. I was just checking.
You're trying to see if I'm murdering somebody?
No, just not you. I'm just saying
Bundy.
maybe somebody's like, yo, before I murder somebody, I gotta check out Terrible Reception Podcast.
I thought you were saying, have I seen anybody that I would like to murder? Anyway. This is episode 9.
9.
9.
I don't know why I did that.
Yes.
Wow.
9. Ooh. Is that racist?
Yes. It's not racist. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
It was like,
Oh, shit.
oh, never mind. Scratch that.
I'm leaving it in.
It's a bad thing.
Episode 9 of the Terrible Reception Podcast. Welcome,
Yes, guys.
you crazy people. Thank you for sticking with us as usual. I am Jay Suarez.
A Benetton.
Oh, sorry. I am Jay Suarez of Benetton,
And I am Parlay of Birmingham.
Alabama.
Yes.
This guy.
I'm sorry.
And together,
I had to switch it off.
as a collective, we are
Benetton.
Benetton
Yes.
and One Eye Photography.
We're not Benatin.
No,
We're not.
we gotten that a lot.
I don't know
Benatin.
what else.
You know, it's funny. The only person that's ever pronounced that correctly the first time was my mom.
Really?
That's just because she has an accent.
That's right. You pointed that out.
She would say Benetton,
And I was like, yes.
Benetton,
Thank you for culture.
because there's no way she would say an English word correctly. Is that English?
No, it's Italian. It's Benetton.
Whatever. This is a terrible start to this. But anyway, so we are recording episode 9
Yes.
the day after episode 8. So we kind of just jumped into this one. So apologies in advance if we suck today. But
I think they're even better.
when we're running,
When we don't plan,
go with the flow.
going with the flow.
Flow. State Farm flow.
Can't stop the period.
Can't stop the feeling.
What song were you like singing earlier when you were like editing? I don't know. That rendition was terrific.
Oh shit, I forgot.
This guy
We
was
recorded
singing. For some reason when you were singing, I was imagining you as the Michelin Man.
You calling me fat, son?
No. It's just weird. Like I just imagined like that like marshmallowy face guy.
Damn.
It just sounded like you made a voice for
On
him.
day 4 into my diet, man. Come on, give me a break.
Nah.
Call me a fat white guy. Oh Jesus,
I'm sorry.
Lord. Do you have any topics you want to discuss before I jump into this little game I want to play?
Oh man. There's this topic called life.
Uh-huh.
God damn it. It's here.
Is it
Yeah.
okay? Speak on it.
Now basically, I think like recently, my main thing, like my rant, Parlay's rant of the day, is just
Set your timers, guys.
it's not like politics like Trump and Democrats and all that type of politics. It's industry politics. That shit is ass. That shit is corny.
Speak on it.
Oh my God.
Preach.
So like I don't even know where to begin. I just know that
We could start off with a little story we ran into the other day. Not a story, but a little incident. I wouldn't even call it an incident, but it was an opportunity, right? And it was presented to us by a very loyal supporter of ours. And as we're bouncing ideas off of each other, whether this opportunity was worth it or not, you and I were on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, obviously we've been through these things and we know
100 times.
behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this person that helps us, should we just say her name?
Yeah.
Lauren. Shouts out to Lauren. She's always supporting us and always trying to plug us with certain people that she thinks can help us out.
Yeah.
And we definitely appreciate that.
Out of most of our supporters, she goes
ham.
She goes ham.
If we had at least 10 of her, we'd be in much better position.
Crazy. Yeah.
And so basically the gist of it, I don't want to give out any names or anything like that, but it's like a showcase that is supposed to provide you the opportunity to display your talent. I'm assuming music talent.
Your music, yeah.
Right. So this is for the opportunity to land a spot on a particular TV show.
Yeah.
And I immediately, red flags go up. The word showcase, PTSD to the max to me.
If you guys are artists, you guys know, like, in showcases, they'll be like, hey, get here at 8 o'clock. You'll be going on at 10. You're waiting for 10. Your friends are there. Everybody's gotten food and drinks. At least people spend like $50 just to stay there, get their wristband. Everybody's back start hurting. I don't care what age you are. I remember when we were like in our young like 20s. It's like we're doing showcases and like they say, oh yeah, you're gonna go after this artist. You're supposed to go on 10. It's 12:30. Most of your friends are tired. They got work the next day. They came out to support. Everybody's like that went there for the other artists that they're there to support left because nobody cares about anybody else but their artist.
Yeah.
So now you're just performing for your friends when you could have expanded your network. Like showcases are like the music equivalent to a DMV.
Explain.
I just feel like it's painstaking. Like you have to wait. You finally get online. Like you don't even present yourself the way you want. It's like you're usually the mic setup and the sound system are ass. So it's like you can't like put yourself out there as the artist that you want to be. It's just set standard for everybody.
I think the DMV is better because you actually go there for a particular goal, and 9 times out of 10 you accomplish that goal. So you leave the DMV with what you went in there for.
I'm just saying it's the same as like it's a long ass process. You feel like you're wasting your time.
Absolutely.
And even though you get your stage time or your license, quote unquote, it's like you look at the picture and you're like, I could
even smile.
Yeah, they could like somebody could have done that better. Somebody could have whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this one particular moment, I remember we did a showcase in Brooklyn years ago. I'm talking about like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably around the time we started messing around with showcases. And it was that situation exactly where the host was like, show up at 6. You'll be the first, one of the first 3 or 4 acts to go on, which is prime time for showcases because you're not the first one.
No.
So
you got a couple acts in. It's like it's like being the main act because you have a couple warm ups.
Right. So you're not performing for, people that are running late. And usually by the second or third act, you have a decent amount of people there. So we were excited. We were about to go 3rd, 4th. We never go 3rd or 4th. We always get stuck either first or last.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't want to go last because if you go last, like you said, you'll be performing for just your friends.
Yeah.
And though you love performing in front of your friends, you want to perform in front of people that haven't listened to your music.
Yeah.
So we got that 6. I think we even got there a little earlier.
Yeah.
And the guys kept on saying, you guys are going on 3rd, 4th, whatever. So the show starts around, like 8-ish or something like that. I don't know why we had to be there 2 hours earlier.
Are you speaking on the one that we shared the stage with Chris Webby?
Yeah, okay. That one. So long story short, somebody ended up hijacking the situation.
It was a bunch of goons.
Yeah, so a bunch of goons took over the stage, and you were supposed to perform for a maximum of either 2 songs or 5 to 6 minutes.
This looks like Dipset when they took over the Apollo.
Yeah, so I think it was actually 8 minutes. So you had a time span of 8 minutes to perform as many songs as you can to showcase your talent, basically in 8 minutes. And this one particular group literally went on for like 45 minutes.
Yeah. And the host and the manager couldn't even get them off.
Yeah, like they tried to intervene a couple of times and they couldn't. And it was just like, oh, this is a hot mess.
Yeah.
So at this point, these guys perform maybe like number 8 or 9, and we still haven't gone on yet.
Yeah. And if you're a duo or a trio, like it's usually great for solo artists, but you're lucky as a hype man to get a mic that works.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're like, oh, we don't have enough mics. And you're like, well,
oh my God,
we weren't going to do this show. You told us you would have enough.
Yeah.
So that's, again, another part of the sound.
Yeah, we ran
quality
into that.
problem.
We ran into that so many times where it's like we were a 3-man group and we show up with the promises that there were going to be 3 mics and there's 1 mic.
Yeah, but again, these are all the things like that's, again, and that's like a part of your regular life as an artist trying to expose yourself. But on top of it, I've noticed recently, just like one, networking. Networking has become very daunting because it's like, even if you get the main connect, you get the number, you reach out to the person, you talk to the celebrity or the manager themselves, like nobody's about it unless you have like this huge following or you're doing something very gimmicky to have your name out there. Another thing that bugs
or you're viral.
Or you're viral. Yeah. Another thing that bugs me is just like, you know, when people leave you unseen or they saw, you know, like, you know, you're really trying to reach out, like, or whatever the case may be in that networking thing, or you've sent an email every week, because you might get lost. Like anybody that, even like a person like a Gary Vee or anybody's gonna say, like, you're not the only person trying to make it, so you might get lost in these huge crowds of emails trying to reach the same person. So sometimes it's not like being rude or anything like that. It's just kind of updating your position in someone's email database. So I think, like, again, that's corny. I noticed a lot too, like we're in a generation where the DJs are jealous of the artists. The artists have like beef with producers, you know, like it's so like like hairstylists are jealous that you have a certain connect and all these different things. And I'm just like, I think, like, I don't know if it's the way social media is set up, but everybody seems to be jealous, aggy, or like, I don't know, two-faced within the game. And it's like, even if you mean well, like you end up doing the same things and you end up being guarded because somebody that might have been an equivalent like you in good intentions now has a bad taste in the mouth. And I think that you actually said it was similar to dating and relationships.
I thought I was in trouble. You pointed at me.
No.
No.
No, I'm saying you said it was like similar in dating and relationships where one bad seed ruins it for all of us, because now it's like you're dealing with a guy or a girl that has a lot of baggage because of one person that messed up their outlook on love and all that stuff. So I think it's the same way in the industry of like, where do you go to? Like the people you look up to, like it's almost like your idols become your rivals. And we're learning that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not 1990 anymore where you can open up for an act and that act signs you, or that, you know, everybody's watching you. It's talent's not watched. It's more like his numbers are being watched. So
I feel like it's more of where back in the day we would put ourselves out there in order for our talent to, you know, shine, right? And in these days, I feel like record labels or whatever, anybody that's looking for artists or any kind of creative is now looking for people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's the other way around.
And you could get money in this game, but it's not like the way it used to be, in the sense that like everything is recession proof. Like, you know, people don't always get the person for hire with that top quality stuff because they can't, as an artist, it's not within their budget, and the labels don't want to pay those people anymore because they know everybody's used to a certain aesthetic. So it's like an iPhone, you know what I'm saying? Like you can blow up off of an iPhone rather than your homie being nice with the camera, and now your homie's out of a job on top of being his own type of artist. And then those photographers, videographers don't start messing with artists. And this is why I'm saying, like, there's this tension amongst the whole industry because everybody's trying to get it like easy, everybody's trying to get it free, and everybody's trying to get it, you know, a certain way. And that's fine, but not all the time. So these things just, like, you know, coexist. And I feel like it might sound like an excuse or this or that for certain people, but when you're very adamant, like, on making it, and your ambition is high and your hustle is as well, I think like these end up being closed doors no matter how many times you knock.
Yeah. And I mean, I hope she listens to this, and, you know, because we feel like, I don't know if we explained ourselves correctly to her. And, you know, we're very, very grateful that she's on our side, and she's always looking out for us and stuff. But, you know, we've been through so many things. We've been through so much disappointment, and we've jumped through so many hoops to end up falling into a fucking pit of like snakes or something. So
some people, like, we could see it as being like falling in a pit of snakes, or we could see it as we still own our own. Right now, I think the beauty about it, and like I said, my dad always told me this for you and I. He's like, the worst thing I could wish for you guys is fame. And he said it in the context of, I don't wish you guys fame because I'd rather you guys have your creative freedom. Because right now, the journey part is the best part. Like any idea we have, we can make it the way we imagine it within our budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But under a label, sometimes you just gotta do what everybody else wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And you know, that's why I always wanted for us to be independent. And, you know, it's much easier for people to be independent these days.
Yeah.
And, you know, now that came up, I got a question for you. I think we discussed this once before because I asked you.
Okay.
Do you think it's much easier to make it now or back in the day? Let's say back in the 90s, early 2000s.
It's like a double.
Before the internet blew up.
It's like a coin toss.
Nope. Give me one straight answer.
Okay. Right now, it's easier because of social media connection. I have to agree with that because you can get out there easier. You know what I'm saying? Like literally in the last podcast, I know we discussed, we used to take a bus into the city, play a CD for people, and that was our way of trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying? That makes you put in more footwork. I think that makes you more of a personable person. And I think we have the best of the both worlds where we can still be personable and actually hold a conversation, not be awkward, unless that other person's awkward. But it's one of those situations now where you could be a kid. Well, this is what also makes it like oversaturating the game. Whatever we buy, if somebody else has the money to buy it, they can get it. Just put a song out. Next thing you know, you're Insta famous. And
that's my take on it. It's I feel like it's much more difficult to get on.
Yeah.
But it's much easier to how do I explain this? So it's much more difficult to get on. No. Well, yeah, that too. But it's much easier to get much more difficult to actually get on, but it's much easier to blow up, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's much more difficult because the oversaturation. So it's very difficult for you to put yourself out there because there's so many other people spamming DMs or spamming private messages or spamming somebody's, I don't know, email saying, listen to my mixtape.
Gotcha.
How many of those mixtapes do you actually listen to?
That's true.
I'm the rare one that actually listens to it because I'm always looking for new music. But how many people actually do it?
That's true.
You know? But I feel
like you work extra hard to get noticed nowadays because, again, it's an option to everybody. It's out there that everybody can get noticed on an equal playing field. So now it's not like the 90s where, like, if you were just the Mariah Carey of the time, like, you're making all that money because you're just that Mariah Carey racking in for your genre. You know what I'm saying? So now you have like 5 Mariah Careys and they're all dope. So for me, you know, I think honestly, sometimes I'm on social media and I'm overwhelmed by how much is out there. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I guess just as a human being, like we know too much. Like if you're sensitive as an artist, like you feel like sometimes like you could be confident in yourself, but you have those days where you're like, it's overwhelming in how I feel there's competition. It's overwhelming on how many people have cameras. It's overwhelming how many people have an MPC and are making beats. So, or it's overwhelming, you know, to how many makeup artists there are.
Yeah, man.
So like, you know, so many terms are used loosely. So I think that's what also affects this networking is that you go up to somebody that's actually gained their position or held position for a long time. So if you're Jay-Z and you go up to him and you're like, I'm an artist, if he doesn't know you, he could be like, he can assume you're a shit kid at what you do, or you're going to have to prove yourself. And I think, like, again, we're in the age of you got to prove yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, or like if you're not good at promotion because you don't know, you know, the algorithms and this and that, you can easily get lost. Or there's the good old luck. And sometimes you just have good old luck on your side. So it's such a combination of things. So, because I know talent out here. Like there's people that, you know, I wouldn't even mind if they got on before me, because at least it would be an example that, okay, that equal, you know, talent can get out there, and at least there's hope for somebody like us or this or that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to negate our talent. You know, it's within our range of however we do things. But, you know, sometimes you see some things out here and you're like, damn, like that must be luck, or somebody's just feeling it because like they don't care. You know, they have no examples anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, you know, that just, you know, just to wrap up this topic, you know, just going back to the, I forget, you know, if we wrapped up the showcase thing, but, you know, the showcase thing is a little iffy to me, mainly because of all the craziness that goes on at a showcase.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you can perform to your utmost potential at a showcase. I don't think you can showcase yourself to your utmost potential.
Because a showcase is just like for everybody. There's no specific rider.
It's not for everybody. It's for the promoter.
Yeah, it's for the promoter, but that's what I'm saying. So it's
money.
Like you can't be an artist and be like, can you add some reverb to my mic because that's how I made this song?
No.
It's like, no, you're getting the dry ass mic, like,
because they have the bartender as the sound engineer for that night. So,
and the bartender knows how to bartend. He doesn't know how to engineer. Yeah, but that's again, it's cutting costs.
We've had those situations before, which is crazy. Man. So
crazy.
You know, as some advice for anybody that may be listening to this that wants to get into music or is in music and wants to perform, you got to get to know the promoters.
Yeah.
Get to know the promoters, not at showcases, more at like bigger venues, so that you can try to sneak your way into like opening up for a bigger act.
Yeah.
Where you're performing for people that are there to listen to music.
And go through the stages of all crappy venues, you know what I'm saying? Like find your place. Like even if you're a hip hop artist, try out at like, you know, a country music place. Like go through everything to see like who you're appealing to or how to work the crowd, even if they're against you. And then I think you find yourself even more, you know?
Yeah, so, you know, take that as you wish, and good luck to you.
Yes.
But we don't do showcases anymore. So I wanted to go on to a little game of don't sue us. I don't have an intro for this. Would you rather?
Oh.
Nice little game of would you rather. So I have a list of questions over here, and I'm gonna fly through them. Good. And you got to give me which one.
Do you have like different levels? Do you have like
no? It's just a bunch
mild,
of
medium, and spicy.
Nah.
Okay.
Just a bunch of questions here.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Where's the one I just saw? Let's see where we at with time. 5 minutes. Okay. Would you rather be famous when you are alive and forgotten when you die, or unknown when you are alive but famous after you die?
It's easy for me. I always say I'd rather be unknown now and famous later. There's more longevity in that, and I'd rather be a Beethoven because you can see how it's influencing music to this day. So I don't really care for that fame right now because, you know, sometimes you could be a Justin Timberlake and now you have to like dress up and go to a Comic-Con because you miss doing regular things like being at an arcade or going out and being in public amongst people. So I was never with that. Like I enjoy my freedom and
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Don't get into like crazy details.
Nah, man. Aquarian season. Got to give you that depth.
Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Oh, man. I feel like this is a reality.
This is my life.
When I'm alone, I'm alone. And when I am with people, they're like annoying. No, I'm kidding.
She thinks. Like throwing shade.
You know what it is? At least I give it a chance with annoying people, because if
they're just annoying.
Just annoying. All right, so
they're programmed to be annoying for the rest of your life.
All right, so I'd rather not, because that's a lot of stress. Stress will kill you even quicker. So I'd rather I'll be by myself.
Go watch
just
these questions. Just answer it. Let's see. Would you rather be there? Would you rather be completely invisible? Okay. Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Fly.
Easy one. Would you rather be poor but help people or become incredibly rich by hurting people?
Nah, I'd definitely be poor.
Okay. I was wondering why you're taking so long to answer that question, you
because
psycho.
Because like it's like you can help people like and be poor, it's cool, but like when you're poor you can only do so much.
We're poor right now.
Yeah.
Help me, I'm poor.
I'm so poor.
Let's see. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
Read minds. Because then we could keep it 100. Don't have to waste time.
Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or die in 50 years with many regrets?
Well, if you're living a life of regrets, I guess you can have experience. I think like short good life is live, because after that I know like old people always complain like I wish I was dead. So short life.
Okay. Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and mouse?
I could, like, now that I think about it, I could do without a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You could do video edits and Photoshop without it?
Well, is it like everything just touch now? Is that what it's talking about?
Touchscreen.
Yeah. I would do in touchscreen. It's kind of like a mouse pad type of thing.
No, just touchscreen, like phone screen.
Yeah.
Like or an iPad.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay.
Because then you can like use your fingers in different places.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to control fire or water? This is just a question that I'm asking as I find a better question.
I would like to control water, to be honest.
Why is that?
Because I feel like, especially with like global warming, you could like fix things.
What?
I'm saying, especially with like global warming, like you can like use water and just like you can like, make it go back into the clouds, or like you could move it if it's like, or if you need to cool things down, or like feed villages, like to move water. Like if I'm moving fire, I'm just burning everyone. Like,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, fam.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Those are some dope questions.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a better one.
Let me ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, chicken or beef?
I prefer beef.
Okay.
But I know it's not healthy for me.
It's whatever.
If I can eat beef over chicken for the rest of my life with no health complications, I would go that route. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite type of cake?
I like Louisiana crunch cake. The Entenmann's ones.
Didn't even know. That's dope.
Not a lot of people know that.
Nice.
Because I try to stay away from it. Because it's
Louisiana
very sweet.
crunch cake. I've tried that.
Lots
it's
of
very
sugar.
good.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know what's really good? Like the Entenmann's Devil's Food Cake.
What the hell is that?
It's like double
Sounds
chocolate.
crazy.
It's so good.
That's why they call it the devil's cake.
Yeah.
So much chocolate.
I remember my grandparents, they used to, they had like these nice courses of dinner, right? They had like the most like quaint and elegant dinners amongst each other. Like just my grandma and grandpa, like always romantic, even to the day they died. So it was like really, really nice. And they used to bring me downstairs like for dessert. And like that's the first time, like, because they would get the cake from downstairs. And my grandpa would be like, hey, you want a slice of cake before we bring it up? I'm like, you know what? I actually would.
Sounds like the guy from Saw.
Oh my God.
I want to play a game.
Well, we had to be quiet because then they would know I had double cake.
You want to play a game?
You want some devil's food cake? There we go. Another question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were about to get the electric chair,
sheesh,
right?
Mm-hmm.
What would be your final meal?
My final meal.
Yeah.
would have to be one particular thing, or I could just throw in like a whole buffet?
I mean, it could be a whole like what's on your plate.
Okay. I would like, hands down, chicken parm on there.
Okay.
Lasagna.
Okay.
The
You
barbecue ribs my mom's
I
made.
thought you were gonna say you want the tour of Italy, basically from Olive Garden.
No, definitely not from Olive Garden. Preferably my mom's cooking.
Okay.
Anything that my mom does.
Nice.
Barbecue ribs.
Nice.
Potato salad.
Mm.
And strawberry ice cream.
Fantasy car.
Oh wait, hold on. Apple pie.
I imagine
a la
everything
mode.
on the same plate. Just
A la mode. Yeah, just throw the apple pie with the ice cream on top of the chicken parm.
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, it's good you went keto.
It's all going to the same place.
Fantasy car. Fantasy car.
Fantasy car?
Yeah.
Oh, you know this one. The R8 hasn't changed.
Nice.
R8 blacked out.
Blacked out. Everything.
Maybe just that one little part by the window.
Mm.
What would you call that? I don't even know.
I was gonna call it
In gray.
yeah.
Just that one part.
Oh, in gray. Dark
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah.
Like gunmetal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Matte black.
Oh, we're going matte black.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Matte black.
Matte
or the Iron Man one.
They make matte black cars so much nicer than they used to. Like, I don't know. It's just the way they finish them off now is amazing.
So good. I just want to it feels kind of like this.
What's your definition of freedom?
Freedom. Any kind of freedom?
What's your definition? Like, what to you is like freedom? Like,
Freedom is the ability to do and say whatever you want at any given moment.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not saying by definition, but for you personally.
That.
Okay.
Just that.
Dope.
Got anything else?
If you could do anything outside of what we already do, like if you could just change your life and be good at something, what would you think is like intriguing to be? Like, would it be like a doctor?
No.
Porn star?
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you be?
Either a chef
Mm-hmm.
or a professional athlete of some kind.
Nice. I could see both of those too.
Yeah.
And I have two last questions.
Uh-huh.
Pet peeve. Number one pet peeve.
Oof. Pet peeve.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when people honk their horns behind me as soon as the light turns green.
Damn.
That shit drives me up a fucking wall.
You know what mine is? It's like either biting my cheek or stubbing my toe, and somebody that like has an annoying voice is calling your name right after, like asking for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it gets personal.
Rich.
I'll be like, motherfucker.
Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a bunch more pet peeves, but off the top of my head, that's one of those my pet peeves.
And worst smell to you? Like, what's the worst smell in the world?
Either burnt hair or dead carcass.
I've never smelled
Of
that
an animal.
Like, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I live close to a mountain.
That's true.
There's always like roadkill,
Gotcha.
deer.
Gotcha.
And if they sit out, especially in the summertime, if they sit out there for a while,
Ugh.
it's the most disgusting smell in the world.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that and burnt hair.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know why. Burnt hair.
Those are
I think
dope.
when I was younger, I burnt a piece of like a strand of hair, and that smell is like engraved into my nostrils.
Damn.
It's gross.
Yeah, there's like certain like scents that I can like really create with my mind, like if they were there. Like coffee, toast in the morning. Like I can smell those things if I think about them like intensely.
I read somewhere that your sense of smell
Mm-hmm.
is what's the word I'm looking for? Remembers more than anything. Like it's able to, for you, like if you smell something, you can place yourself in a certain place or time.
That's true.
Like
I think with like perfumes or colognes,
right?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That in particular, and music too.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was I think like 7th or 8th grade, I used to play on my PlayStation while listening to certain CDs.
Yeah.
So if I see a particular video game, it'll bring me back to whatever album I'm listening to.
Oh, speaking of video games, what's your favorite childhood video game? from any system.
Favorite
Like what was one that you couldn't stop playing? Like,
Super Smash Brothers is up there.
oh wow,
Yeah,
that
it's
used to
still up
like
there.
break
It's
up
still pretty good.
friends.
Yeah, that. I always loved the Super Mario games.
That was the same era of like Killer Instinct, NFL Blitz.
I loved NBA Street. The
NBA
original
Street
one was always really good.
Yeah, you know, I was a big fan of like I loved Battletoads.
Battletoads.
I loved
when they did that crossover with Double Dragon.
Yeah. I love Double Dragon was sick.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage.
They all had the same concept, which is funny.
Toe Jam and Earl. That was a dope game.
You know what game I was really good at when I was younger and now I'm trash at?
What's that?
The Ninja Turtles one.
Yes. Yeah, like the original
name of it, but the one that's like the side scrolling and you could go up and
down.
Yeah. That one I remember.
I gotta say, younger, like, yeah, that probably was.
I used to be able to go from beginning to almost all the way to the end without being touched.
Really?
Yeah. And now if I play it like at a barcade or something, I'm like putting so many quarters in there.
Is that where like Bebop and Rocksteady are on the first level and they come up through like?
Yep. The first two bosses are Bebop, then Rocksteady, and then they come back together.
That's so crazy.
And the Simpsons video game, you ever play that one?
Yep. That was also like, they all had the same concept. So it was like Simpsons, Ninja Turtles in the arcade, and they also had X-Men. So you could be Nightcrawler, you know,
Wolverine,
Gambit,
Cyclops.
That was dope.
Yeah. They have all that in Barcade in Newark.
That's crazy.
Remember
the Alien game?
Yeah.
Alien game.
They're all good, man.
Yeah.
Let me see
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember they tried to bring that out for the PS3 with like the gun and everything. It was a flop.
Yeah, but you know where they did it very well? On Dreamcast. Dreamcast, I think.
Was it on Dreamcast? No, it was definitely PS3.
It was yeah, it was Dreamcast. They had like a couple games. I know like Crazy Taxi.
Maybe it was Gamecast.
Gamecast. No, but like I think Dreamcast was an exceptional gaming system before like a lot of things. So the graphics
that put the NBA 2K series on the map.
Yeah.
First came out on that.
NBA 2K, they had Shenmue, they had Sonic.
Damn. Yeah.
That was like a very lengthy RPG game, but it was like so damn realistic. It was dope. And yeah, I don't know. Nostalgia at its finest.
Would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car? Like a flawless.
Oh, completely automated home. That'd be sick because like if you want to like set up shop or just like near the beach and like have a dope view while you're having breakfast, I think that would be like exceptionally dope. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it means it like that. I think an automated home, like, is, let's say you live in this house.
Oh.
And you can say, shades, go up. And they go up.
Oh, okay. I thought you could, like,
lights
bring it, like, not like automatic, but you could set up anywhere you wanted.
No.
Okay.
Automated home in the sense that you could control your house.
I would do the car thing because sometimes I feel like anxiety spikes. Like, you're just like, like, am I going to, you know.
I would definitely do the car.
Yeah, the car.
I hate driving. Would you rather never lose your phone again or never lose your keys again?
Phone probably because one, it's like one of the most needed things. Like you can call somebody, get your keys with the phone. It's business, it's friendships. Yeah, I think it's better. Like I could do without the key. Like we can find a way to break in.
Or find somebody that has a spare.
I'll hit up M from episode 6, and he can like get into the house with his card.
Two-Face.
Yep.
Would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Honestly, I can't remember songs for like shit.
No. If you memorized every single song on the planet and the song comes on, you have to be forced to sing along to it. Or
no, I'd rather dance because I feel like you could still get the music and then you can like just dance to it and you'll stay in shape. So dancing.
I feel like I dance to the songs anyway. At least bop my head to it.
So dancing, yes.
Okay. And I want to butcher the songs. I feel, done karaoke before, and I butchered a Miguel song, and I've never lived it down.
No.
Sorry, Miguel. And my love adore you. Would you rather be forced to kill a kitten or kill a puppy? Jesus. Fuck cats. I'm killing the cat.
Forced to kill a kitten?
Or a puppy. I'm killing the cat. I hate
Yeah,
cats.
I don't like cats.
Well, aren't you allergic to cats?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Should be a no-brainer.
There's no loyalty.
Would you loyalty? Would you rather the aliens that make first contact be robotic or organic?
Organic.
Good answer. I feel like robotic, there's so many like ways that can go wrong.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No emotions, no nothing.
Nope. Everybody's dead.
Let's see. Would you rather lose your best friend or all of your friends except your best friend?
Oh damn. No. That's a hard one.
It's okay. You can kill me. It's okay.
No,
Keep
no.
GT.
No. Damn.
I understand.
No.
Just the Thanos snap comes up, I turn into dust.
No, you're like, I feel a little funny.
Mr. Colbier, I don't feel
That's so
good.
Now the thing is, like, when you have a best friend, they know you so well. It's like,
shut the fuck up and answer the question.
best friend. Keep the
Okay.
best friend because there's trust and loyalty. You can make all other friends that are just probably on the same level of friendship.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Would you rather have no fingers or no elbows?
No elbows. But I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, here's your chicken, Mr. Williams. I don't know why.
I was not thinking about it until just then. I was like, wait, what do you need your elbows for? Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're like, can I diddle your pooper?
Can you imagine that? Try to scratch your head.
Or you're
Without
like,
bending your elbows.
or you're like, you in the club and you're like, what up, girl?
I could just like, I can't imagine like trying to scratch my head. Well,
Right.
Anyway, that was a good one. I like that one. So no fingers? Or no
No, I
elbows?
said no
No
elbows.
elbows. Okay. You won't be able to picture it up with no fingers.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
Would you rather have one nipple or two belly buttons?
One nipple. I could do without. My
One
nipples
nipple.
are small already. They're just
I have
like
inverted nipples.
inverted nipples.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
weird. I always got ridiculed. I never got ridiculed, but always people would like look at me. It's like,
There's
my
some
eyes are up here, buddy.
there's some girls that used to like flash me in middle school and high school, and like one of the girls had like inverted nipples, and like at first it was like, does she not have nipples? Or you felt like doing this for them, like, and so like they blow in or be like,
There's so many
You know what I'm
times where I
saying?
was like, please just like suck it really hard so the nipple could just pop out.
Right? You're like, you got a real shy nipple.
Look at the little nipple.
Every time you do that voice, it sounds like Filipino.
I feel like I never do that voice. Make it sound like I do it all the time.
Dude,
All right, let me see if I could get one more because I feel like we're dragging this long.
That's cool. I think like I guess our viewers are learning a little bit more about us.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, they're both assholes.
Could be assholes in their own sense. Let me see. Let me see what the last question is on here. Would you rather spend 2 years with your soulmate only to have them die and you never love again, or spend your life with someone nice you settled for?
Oh man. Like soulmates are great. Like I feel like it's one of those things. Like I think it gets deeper than that because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that marriages aren't just solely built on love, and you could find like your soulmate and all that, and it's good. But like you need somebody that's gonna get down and as dirty or work as hard as you will. So like I feel like if you find an equal nice person and all that, like that's what you need to be with somebody for the rest of your life, because it's like you can be all like romantic, but once the romance stops, like because there's times where the romance takes a pause and you're hit with
What the?
Okay. I was like, interjection.
Sorry, that was an ad on the computer.
Yeah, but I was
super
like,
weird.
Sometimes like when the romance goes away or hits a lower level, I'm not saying it goes away. Sometimes you need a nice person. You know what I'm saying? So
you're going with the latter.
yeah,
The nice person that you settle for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how I would deal with like spending 2 years with your soulmate and then have them just like fucking die.
Yeah,
death sucks.
No.
Okay. So I'm looking at this list of questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go through this before we go on to the gallery because we forgot to mention the gallery last episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to make up for that.
Gallery's important to many.
Yeah. So let me see. Describe your perfect day.
Ooh. Okay.
Actually, let's flip this.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a little more interesting. Describe my perfect day.
Your perfect day?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's good. Watch this, okay? So, Jay, first of all, you get to wake up. I would say Jay is the type to wake up at like 10, 11 and be happy with life, right?
Good.
So he wakes up around 10, 11. He's got like a full plate of Dominican breakfast waiting for him downstairs with a strawberry shake, okay?
I like that.
Boom.
Like
After that, he's got like an hour to himself where he's watching his stats on ESPN or whatever. He caught like a good little like sitcom or movie that he wanted before he headed out the door. And you know where Jay's heading now?
Where am I going?
Oh man, you're actually going to a game. You got front seat tickets.
Ooh,
all
floor
right?
seats.
So you got that,
Yes.
right? And the thing about the game, right? It only lasts so long. So you got like 1 or 2 hours. So say it's like even 2:00. You're getting out by like 3 or 4. I mean, like 4-ish.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you got a dinner waiting for you, right?
Mm.
And it's at a top Italian restaurant.
Oof.
But they got a curve on it where they also do really good barbecue. You know what I'm saying? So then you're going
like
there.
A soul food Italian spot.
Yeah. Same thing. I feel like Jay, like he likes company, but he's more of an intimate person. So you probably have, your boo thing with you or, one of your good friends alongside. And there's definitely a cold beer waiting for Jay. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
What beer?
What beer?
Mm-hmm.
I would say like, I would put you up on some beers because I know like in Dominican culture, it's like you got 3. You know what I'm saying?
Not when it comes to beers, huh?
So, but still for you, like I would.
I like IPAs now, but I can't because of the keto thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Good beer for Jay. I would say like a Sapporo. So
interesting.
Yeah. So like a Sapporo's waiting. You have your meal. After that, dinner comes with a movie, and I'm gonna make sure it's a geek flick. So boom.
So a Marvel movie.
You got a Marvel movie waiting, but it's one that not everybody could see. It's like
deleted scenes that only I could see.
Yeah. Yes. So it's kind of like
the new Avengers movie.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, and then
I like that.
After that, you have a place where it's like homemade apple pies with strawberry ice cream. You see that right after the movie, and then you don't go back home. You have a dope hotel spot. Woo. So what do you think about that day?
I love it.
Nice.
Love that shit. That answered a lot of the questions that are on this list.
Really?
Which is funny, yeah. It's like what is it? What do I order at a bar? When were you most impressed by me?
Most impressed by you?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, is it just like one incident, or is it just like
However you want to answer?
I think
the word
like
incident makes it sound like something bad.
No. I'm just saying like when the way you carry yourself when it comes to I guess like feuds or fights and stuff like that. I feel like you're always a stand-up guy. I think like you're the type to put like family first, and for me, that's something where it's like people look at you and they know you for that. So I think like always when you take initiative on something, whether it's business or family, like I always feel like you're taking the right step. So that's kind of like a proud that I'm like, this guy has good values. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. If we were stuck on a desert island, why would I be an asset?
Because even though you don't know it, you probably have your dad's gift of building and engineering, and that's gonna have to fucking kick in.
It's like an intuition type of thing.
Yeah, it's like we gotta survive, and then like not only like do we have to survive, you end up making like that little cabana that your dad made in the back of your house, but on the island. So you got like coconut fans, and for some reason like you made like coconut mini screen TVs. You know what I'm saying? Like all this dope shit.
I was gonna say I'll probably be an asset because I used to watch a lot of episodes of Naked and Afraid.
Okay.
So I know a little bit about survival skills.
Nice.
Ooh, what was that? Going through puberty again.
I would flip those 3 last questions on you.
Mm-hmm.
What's my perfect day? What's something you're proud about me about? And
your perfect day. I'll try to do this under 6 minutes. So your perfect day will start off in a nice, comfortable bed.
Okay.
Preferably full size or bigger.
Yes.
Comfy pillows.
A tall guy, I need that space.
Yeah, man. So start off with that.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up naturally. No alarms, no nothing. Maybe around the same time, 10,
Cool.
10:30.
Nice.
You know, night, got some good rest no matter what time you fell asleep.
Nice.
Unless you fell asleep at 9:30.
Yeah, after that you feel like guilty.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
I feel the same way.
or something like that.
Yeah, man. So wake up at 10, 10:30. Whip up. Are you still on the keto diet?
No. Like
Okay.
this is like full out, this is what I want.
Okay. So you, my friend, I'm trying to remember if you're a pancake person or a waffle person. We had pancakes that one time, right? At that pancake house?
Yeah, because it was a pancake house.
Duh. All right. So you get big chocolate chip pancake with an omelet.
Okay. What's in my omelet?
Your omelet has spinach.
Okay.
It has onions.
Okay.
It has mushrooms.
Hey.
It has turkey bacon
Oh.
or turkey sausage.
This guy's winning.
Or both.
Okay.
So it's your day.
Nice.
So once you scarf that down.
Oh, wait. Well, you're missing something.
What's that?
You're missing something large. What I say that I enjoy the most last podcast and what I miss the most from my keto diet.
Your hash browns.
Man.
Your hash browns, man.
Can't.
Do you prefer the potato looking hash browns or the fried looking hash browns?
The thing is, like, hash browns, like, I would say more like a home fries person. Kind of like the boiled
like
and
a little
sliced and pan fried with the butter.
Where it's a little soft and
yeah,
crunchy
yeah,
on the outside.
Exactly.
I like those.
Yeah.
But I also prefer the crunchy ones too.
I like that too. Like if they're made well, like I know that like there's this, I don't know who it was. This lady used to make these really, really good, like what'd you just call them?
Hash browns?
Yeah, like a hash brown where it was like flat. It was like almost like a potato pancake. But it was like the egg beaten with the pepper, the salt, and like a little bit of the, I don't know, seasoning and cheese and like, you know.
Stop.
Amazing.
Stop. Are you a French fry person or a tater tot person?
French fry. Okay. Tater tot, you know why? Because anytime tater tots, I've had them, they've had that like chemically tasting oil on them. And I don't know if it's because it's from a bag or it's manufactured. Like it always tastes like, you know how margarine tastes in comparison to butter? Like I feel like tater tots always had this like manufactured taste versus like French fries were like fucking French fries. They have that nice greasy, oily.
Depends where the fries are from.
Yeah.
But I typically prefer tater tots if I'm
100%.
given the choice. So breakfast is done, and then right now it's about 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock you head over to, let's see, your favorite cafe.
Okay.
You head over
fat bastard.
You head over to your favorite cafe, and whip up a specialty drink because you don't drink caffeine.
Okay. I'm with that.
Specialty drink, and then you head over to.
What's my specialty drink?
Oh shit, I don't know. Something decaf.
You know what it is.
A mocha something.
What's my number one drink in this world, man? What do I always order? I mean, I haven't because I've been on keto, but what did I order at the diner all the time?
Oh, your Arnold Palmer.
Boom.
Yeah. But you're not going to go all the way over there for an Arnold Palmer.
Dude,
you just get it at the diner.
A great day starts with an Arnold Palmer. It's like,
okay. So you have that at breakfast.
Yeah.
So you have your Arnold Palmer at breakfast, but you're not full.
Okay.
Because that's your day.
I'm a fat
You
bastard.
never get full. So you go over to your favorite cafe and get that, what would you call it? That passion fruit thing that you showed me.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The little cake with the passion fruit in it.
Yeah,
chocolate,
yeah.
Chocolate thing.
It's called the Adagio.
The Adagio. So you'll have a big cake of that.
Oh my god.
Like the size of this laptop.
That's amazing.
So you have that, and once you're done with that, you're gonna look like what's that fat kid? Augustus Gloop.
Augustus Gloop.
You'll look like Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, Jay's talking about this cake that I'm like obsessed with. It's from Maison Kaiser. It's literally it's dark chocolate mousse encased in like a fudge. The center is passion fruit cream, and then there's like what we call in France, I forgot the name off the top of my head, but it's like between a brownie and cookie consistency, and it's like this cake almost, and like it's almost like dark chocolate, like brownie flavor, a little bit caramelized, and all that together is like, oh my god, best cake ever.
So next, once you're done scarfing your little passion fruit cake, you head over to a scenic route of some kind. So you're on a mountain and you're just chilling there.
I like that.
With your favorite person
on
the planet.
What country would you like compare it to? Like if I was at a place somewhere in the world, where would it be?
Somewhere in Iceland.
Iceland?
Yeah. Okay. Because Iceland's the green one, right? And Greenland's the icy one?
Yeah.
Something like that. Somewhere in the middle of like in Europe somewhere.
Do I remind you of a Viking or something?
Yeah. You ever watch Thor?
Yes.
Where Thor and Loki were up there talking
each
shit and their sister shows up?
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
Gotcha.
So you have a little beach chair and you're literally right there.
Nice.
Not too close to the cliff because you're afraid of heights.
Oh, no. We can't be doing that.
So you're a little far from it so you can see, you know, the ocean and like the horizon.
You're like, that's nice right from there.
Exactly. So you're sitting there with your favorite person, you know, just chopping it up, talking about life, enjoying the breeze.
Yes.
It's not too sunny, not too cold, not too hot.
It's got to be spring vibes.
Yeah, spring vibes all the way. So there you go. So you spend a couple hours there. And then guess what? You're eating again.
I'm always eating.
You're at your favorite restaurant.
Nice.
Preferably French.
French restaurants are good, but like I would say like my favorite restaurant or something like that. Like I guess like my favorite restaurants are usually like fusion, but like they do comfort food. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you know what? I'm taking you to that sushi spot. And we're having the bento box.
Oh, the bento box. Perfect.
Yeah. So we're going to have that bento box at that sushi spot you took me to.
Japanese is nice. It's kind of light.
You're talking to your, what is he, like Middle Eastern or Indian?
Yeah, no, I think he's Indian, but was raised in England.
Yeah. Indian with a English accent.
Yeah.
Sushi chef.
This guy, like, he like tells you why the cut of the fish is like great of what he's using. He's the most informative sushi chef that I've met.
So you're in there, you're eating your food, and then once you're done there, you have what's for dessert? Not like you didn't have a pound of chocolate cake before.
I love that most of my day has to do with eating.
Of course. Now you're having a apple pie a la mode.
That's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad.
And then we fox with it, both of us.
Yes.
So once you're done with that, you head over to a cool museum. You'd head over to a cool museum. We're going to call this the Conspiracy Theory Museum. You head inside the Conspiracy Theory Museum and have a hell of a time because you love conspiracy theories.
That's interesting that there's a Conspiracy Theory Museum.
Yep. It is for you. It's your day. So you're still with your special person. So Then once you're done there, you head over to you have a home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping that you would end my story like this.
Okay.
My beachfront home,
Mm.
where the backyard, open the sliding doors, sand, beach.
Nice.
And you just chill in the backyard.
Chilling. You know, I pull out something to make beats.
And then you have a glass of wine.
Nice.
And some carrot cake.
I'm like this fat bastard, but I'm also very refined in this story. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that one time we were at the bar and you ordered a carrot cake. It was the funniest thing
that's
ever.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I know that like bartender was trying to hit on me at the same time. And she was just like, what can I get you to drink? And I'm like, I'm not drinking tonight. It's like, what do you want? I'm like, carrot cake.
Let me get a glass of your most popular wine, please.
Let me get a nice glass of rosé.
And then you get it and you do the...
For no reason. It's like all in my face. And I'm like, don't worry about it.
Just splash it everywhere. But yeah, because I know you love food.
Yeah, man. Love food.
I know you love food and conspiracy theories.
Should literally have
very scenic route.
Yeah.
Very scenic.
Very scenic.
Views.
Yeah.
I guess for lack of a better term.
No, I love the scenic route. I feel like that's what like really builds like the essence and the passion of memories in your head. Like, you know, like a lot of times in my childhood, I was like fortunate enough, since I was born in Paris, like I visit my father in Europe, and he's always about the scenic route. He's like, oh, you know, you could take the highway there, but it's just like going down the highway here. It's like you see a little bit of shrubbery, farmland. That's the only difference, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But those scenic routes, you see like architecture. You kind of like go through these little villages. You're seeing how people live. And I feel like that's really nice. And how the sun sets on cities. Like, I love golden hour when driving somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Golden hour is like everything to me.
Best time, man.
Yeah.
So what was the other question?
Something
most impressed by you?
Most impressed or proud? I don't know.
I was most impressed by you. Beat battle.
Beat battle?
Years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you won that beat battle.
It's funny. It's like the first time I felt proudness.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like I never won anything before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
you,
like cool.
Like killed it that day. And then you made it to like the finals of the
Yeah,
tri-state area.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 30 fucking beats.
Yeah,
like
that was a showcase
producers.
as well. So a beat battle showcase. Yeah.
We were there literally for like 4 or 5 hours listening to beats.
But I loved it because it's not like I just won. We all won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I would probably put that up there.
That was dope.
Yeah. So, and then the last question, what was it?
I don't know. I forgot the last question, to be honest.
La, 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 na, na, na.
There's something picking something for someone.
No. If I were to die tomorrow, what would you want of mine? You ever notice that in movies and TV shows? Oh, if you don't make it, I want your stereo.
Yeah. Oh, your military coat.
Really?
Yep.
The green one?
Yeah.
The green
That's the flyest
trench
thing.
coat.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
flyest
love
thing
that
you
coat.
have to me.
Yeah. I think that is one of the flyest things I have.
Yeah. I would take good care of it. That's what I'm saying.
For sure. Make sure you fix the button because I broke one of the buttons.
I fixed a couple. I broke a couple buttons on my jacket as well.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
how you know you're wearing it. You're getting use out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I always wear it when it's like really cold and I have to layer up. So like that one button is always like struggling. So it's gone now.
Yeah.
So I gotta replace it somehow. Yeah. So I guess that's enough of the questions for now.
Gotcha.
I
wanted to ask you, like, what's like a childhood story that like really sticks with you? Something that might have like taken away some of your innocence, or something that really inspired you in a positive way for the first time. Like, you know, give me something like, again, from your childhood. It could be into your teens, not too far into your teens, that really like hit you like a ton of bricks. Good feeling or bad feeling, just something that really changed you, good or for the, not for good or bad, but really stayed with you.
You always ask such complex questions.
You think?
Yeah. So something that happened in my childhood.
I'm gonna start calling myself Johnny Depth. I know it sounds like a porn name.
Yeah. If you were a porn star, that would be a good name. Johnny
Right?
Depp. You have the hair and everything for it.
Oh.
Something that happened in my childhood that changed my life. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Something that had like a big impact on you, influence-wise.
I guess this would be negative or positive.
Either or.
I guess is when I realized that I don't have to do what other people want me to do.
Okay.
To make myself happy.
Nice.
In the sense that I was always told this is what you're supposed to do when you're done with 8th grade. Once you're done with high school.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're done with high school, you do this. Once you do college, you do that.
Do you remember that day? Like, what was that moment where you put your foot down and said, "I had enough"?
It was a little after. Was it a little after college?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little after my teens or younger age, but I was maybe like a year or two after college.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did the 4 years of college just so my mom could shut up. Sorry, mom. So I did that for her, and there was a conversation that we were having in the car, and this was after like 2 years of her, go get your master's, and I would say, I don't even know what I would go for my master's for. And there was one thing that she told me that always sticks out with me, and I always carry it with me, where she goes, do you think I want to be doing what I'm doing for work right now? Sometimes you have to settle for things. And right then and there, I was like, no, you don't. You know?
That's powerful.
So ever since that day, I don't think she's ever mentioned it because I kind of spazzed out on her.
Okay.
Because it's like, there's always that one thing where they measure your level of success with money.
Yes.
Or your profession.
Yeah.
So it's always like, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be I don't know, what makes a lot of money, an accountant or something.
Yeah.
So she would always throw that in my face with you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer. I'm like, I don't want to be a doctor. Doctors are on the clock 24/7. I'm not going to be happy.
You gotta be passionate about it.
I have to be around people that are going to die all the time.
Yeah.
That's not going to make me happy.
No.
If I'm a lawyer, I'm possibly going to lie for somebody.
And I feel like most people do the thing because of this money.
Mm-hmm.
They're not thinking about what a doctor has to go through and see every day. Like, that's depressing.
Very depressing.
And depending on what type of doctor you are. But at the same time, you have a lot of people's lives in your hands. And, like, that can be all, like, astute and you can applaud it. But if you mess up or this or that, like, people are not thinking about the complete opposite side of the spectrum. Absolutely. They're thinking about the check, or they're thinking about who they're going to marry who has the check. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, man. So
that's a crazy
That's definitely one thing that stuck out to me.
I like that.
And I carry it with me.
I like that.
To this day.
That's good for the listeners, man. Like, follow your heart, follow your dreams,
but don't be a dummy, okay?
Yeah, don't be a dummy about it. If it's really not working for you, try to find something close to it. You know what I'm saying?
And surround yourself with people that want the best for you and are honest with you. You know, you don't want to be around yes men. I think we've mentioned that before. So, and I guess we can wrap this up with the gallery since we didn't do that last podcast, and we did quite a bit of the pop culture stuff. So, do you have any artists or any creative or any Instagram page or anything out there that you enjoy that you would like to plug at this moment in time?
Yes. There's one guy. He's finding success for himself, but I think he is one of the greatest editorial / fashion photographers of our time, and he goes by the name of Shamayam. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not, I really excuse myself. But he is a black photographer who I feel is surpassing even the likes of someone like Mario Testino, like, you know, Vogue. Like, he's just made, he captures the essence of women, and he also captures the essence of fashion very well. And whether he just posts black and whites or he does a little bit of his color thing, he just has it. And I think somebody like that needs to be applauded and recognized for their work. He's been very nice too. Like a lot of the times I DM'd him and told him, even from photographer to photographer, creative to creative, a lot of his work is inspiring, and I usually don't take the extra step to reach out unless it really means something to me. And his work is super, super dope. So if you have it up, maybe you could show the viewers.
This hasn't been working for me very well, but
That's
how do
okay.
you sham? I am.
Yeah, I have him right here. So
Here he is. Which is your favorite photo?
my favorite
Display.
photo, like he's taken one. I'll show you right here. The thing is, he changes a lot of them, but like he has these stances and the models. Like he's taken a lot of models to like Egypt and like all around the world. But here, I'll show you this one. Give me 1 second. I thought this was really nice. Like this is just a flow to it, and he's not really editing his photos, so it's like he's capturing.
I'll display it in the camera. Hopefully
Yeah.
this one comes out better.
Hold it back a little bit, like right there. Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, that should be good.
That is Shamaya.
Yeah, so like that. As an artist, super super sick.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other person that I would probably like to give a shout out to, more on the up and coming level, I would say I'll let you handle yours, and then I'll say it because I know I usually give your end too.
So the first shout out I would like to give is to a song that I've been playing nonstop since you've introduced me to.
What is that?
The Diplo song.
Oh, nice.
So this is Diplo's collaboration
Mm-hmm.
with a French artist by the name of Niska.
Yeah,
Am I saying that right?
I'm not sure. He's fairly new.
So hopefully we don't get flagged, but
Yeah, right.
I'll talk over it for a little bit. But
Nice.
so this song is completely in French, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So, with music being a universal language, like you don't even have to speak the language to enjoy a song.
No.
And this song I enjoy so much, and I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Yeah. It's
know what I
more
think
like
I-
it's a melodic freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
So the song is called Boom Bye Bye, featuring Niska, produced by Uncle Dip, Diplo.
Uncle Dip.
So we call him Uncle Dip because at one point we thought, he could pass for Rich's uncle. So that's Uncle Dip. So that's a dope song. Let me see what was the other one I had. And I don't have any up and coming one except if we want to give a shout out to our boy, Mr. Lenny Harrell.
You can definitely
Mr.
give Lenny a shout out. Give Lenny the shout out this week.
Yes. So Leonard Harold is our boy who you've shot several videos for.
Mm-hmm.
Very talented individual.
Yep.
R&B singer.
Yes. Just released a project called Cosmic.
Every song on the project is super dope.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been able to play a project that has more than 5 to 6 songs all the way through.
He has like an honorable past in the sense, like, he's a former member of Blackstreet, but I don't think he has to ride that wave because like he really holds his own.
Right.
As a solo artist, he's really he's his individual package, man.
Yeah, man. So he's the complete package, man. Like we've had him open up for us at our show several months ago in PA. And his energy is so dope. His voice is amazing.
Yeah. You guys can actually find clips of when he used to formerly be known as Change, and it was a CHAG, and he won the Apollo 3 times in a row. So like a lot of people have trouble winning it once. So his vocal range and his performance on each one just elevated each time he performed, and wow, it's just like you can watch those, and if you're a singer and an artist, I think you just get blown away and you really get amped up with energy watching them,
Yeah, man. So that's our boy Lenny, man. I'll put his handle right here somewhere so
Can
you
I
guys can check him out.
Can I give one more mention?
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to give a mention to a multifaceted super producer that we know of,
Oh,
and
thanks. You shouldn't have.
hate you. No, we know him as Ant. His new tag, his new name is To the LX, or The LX, and
you remember that one time he was playing us songs by
The LX?
The LX,
Yeah.
And we were like, "Yo, this is dope." And
Yeah.
after he played the whole project, he was like, "Hey, this
It's
is me."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I was thinking it was some like American Japanese based like new producer, all this stuff.
Real.
And like Ant's been in the game making things happen for so many artists over time, and you know, he undoubtedly has like this commercial sound, like with his own style. He puts his fingers on the keyboard. Any beat he touches has this essence of a sparkling high end frequency that just touches base with what you hear nowadays and what you're gonna hear in the future. Yeah. And I always big him up because it's all in sincerity that he really, overdoes himself each time that he presents his work. And I think he's a phenomenal person to know. He's very educated within his craft, and to me, he's like within our circle. He's one of the Quincy's of our time. Like,
yeah. So,
shout out to him. Shout out to LX
Ant Maestro.
Yep,
formerly known as Ant.
Formerly,
did he kill that name?
He might have. I think like his name is Anthony. Government name. Sorry if I put that out there, but he goes by Ant. And that's what he used to be known as, but I think he stuck with LX.
Okay. I fox with it. I fox with him. And, just a shameless plug for ourselves. We are working on a project currently, and he is assisting us with it.
Yes.
Co-producing and producing some tracks, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm super excited for it.
Super excited. Because it's a whole different wave. We always I think I told Jay the other day, sometimes I feel great and I also feel uncomfortable because one, we're either trying to create a wave, go against the wave, or something else. Like, we're never really, I don't know, with the times 100%. We have a little bit of influence, but we're always following our gut when it comes to our artistry of what we feel like. So if we're going like an emotional route, we're sticking to that. Or, I don't know, we just make music. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. So I guess you have anything else you want to touch upon before we go?
No, I felt like today was definitely solid. It was in depth. It was a different perspective. You know what I'm saying?
We know a little bit about us.
Exactly. We try to give you guys something a little dope, a little, refreshing in each podcast.
Yep.
And we hope that you guys are following your dreams out there, that you guys are under the right influence of others that you're keeping in your circle. Always keep true. Follow your gut. If you feel that that peace and happiness within your life, keep following that. No matter what anybody else says, it's your life. Like Jay said,
yeah, man.
Take control and keep it going.
By the way, I love my mom. I don't hate her or anything.
No, we know that.
I don't resent her.
Jay's mom's big in everybody's life.
So, as usual, like, subscribe. Turn on your notifications if you already subscribe to the channel, just so you get the notifications of when we upload any videos.
Yeah.
Also, leave us a review, leave us a rating on Apple Podcasts. Hit the little green heart. Well, it's gray until you hit it, and then it turns green on Spotify on the podcast. And again, just a reminder, in a couple weeks, we're switching over to a different distributor. So if some of the podcasts disappear for a little bit, that's why. Don't worry. They'll come right back up.
We're going to try to hit you with episode 10. Again, we're trying to lock it in with some of our prospects of who we want on the show.
I'm actually checking on episode 7 right now because it hasn't uploaded all friggin' day because I forgot to upload the audio.
Okay.
Yep. So apologies on that one. It should be up shortly.
Yes.
So yeah, so the next podcast we're recording will probably be in a week and a half, maybe.
Yes. We got
Hopefully we'll
a
squeeze
crazy
one
week
in.
coming up. We have
Yeah.
like Fashion Week in New York that we actually have to attend to and record and do some work for.
Yes, sir. And we also have a performance on
Yes.
Wednesday the 13th. So that's
Exactly.
why we recorded this episode immediately after the episode 8, is it? So, you know, once again, thank you for tuning in. Remember to do all that other stuff, the subscribing, the rating, and all that stuff, because it helps us a great deal.
Yes.
And as usual,
let's hit them with the outro, with the intro one more time. You know.
1.